This isn't just a Cayman with a big wing. This is what happens when Porsche's engineers get bored on a Friday night, look at a 911 GT3, and say, let's see how much of that we can cram into something smaller, louder, and just a bit more unhinged. This is the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS, the most savage, most intense version of Porsche's mid-engine sports car ever made. To understand what makes it so special, you have to know where it comes from. For years, the Cayman lived in the shadow of the 911. It was always too good, so Porsche deliberately held it back. Less power, slower gearbox, fewer tricks, because heaven forbid a Cayman embarrassed Big Brother. But one day, Porsche said, to hell with it. They took the Cayman, stripped it to the bones, then stuffed in the engine from the 911 GT3, a 4.0-liter naturally aspirated flat six that revs to 9,000 RPM. Yes, 9,000. That's not just an engine, that's a symphony of combustion, screaming behind your head like an angry swarm of bees wrapped in titanium. It produces 493 horsepower, but it's not about numbers. It's about the noise. The intake system sits right next to your ears, so when you floor it, it doesn't just make sound, it consumes you. And then there's the gearbox, a 7-speed PDK dual clutch that shifts so fast it feels like time is skipping. Blink, and you've already hit the next corner, and the car's already figured it out before you have. The chassis is absurdly sharp. Porsche didn't just give it stiffer suspension, they rated the GT3 parts bin like kids in a candy store. Carbon panels, adjustable aero, proper ball joint suspension, and brakes that could stop the planet's rotation. The result? Grip so intense it feels like you're defying physics, until you realize you actually are. It's loud, violent, and completely uncompromising. You don't so much drive the GT4 RS as you survive it. Every bump, every gear change, every millimeter of throttle. It all comes through the seat of your pants with surgical precision. The GT4 RS isn't trying to impress you with numbers or lap times. It's trying to make you feel something, the way driving used to feel before cars started checking your blind spots and updating their software. Of course, it's not cheap. By the time you tick a few options, you're deep into 911 GT3 money. And yes, that's the great irony, because on most tracks, this little Cayman will actually beat the 911. The GT4 RS is proof that sometimes, when you stop caring about hierarchy, rules, or reason, you create something extraordinary. It's a car built for people who believe that driving isn't about status or luxury, it's about emotion. The Porsche Cayman GT4 RS doesn't just blur the line between road and race car, it erases it entirely.